Can you beat the entirety of Breath of the Wild as a pacifist? There are only a few rules for this run, like I can't kill or hit enemies at all, and I can't loot enemy outposts, and just for fun, I can't open any chests, just to make the challenge even harder. And I have to kill every single divine beast. Alright, enjoy the video. So when Link wakes up from his big power nap, we can finally go outside after 100 years of whatever Link was doing, and we could get some resources, and I dodged my first enemy, but then I got chased. And after I got to the tower, I thought of having a nice piece of juicy meat, but I can't because I'm a pacifist. Yep, that's how far I'm going with this challenge. I can only have fruit and mushrooms and whatever is not living. Wait, DJ, that tree was also alive. Wait, no, that's not never mind. Anyways, I got to the bottom and talked to the old man about the paraglider, and he tells me about 4 shrines that I have to take over. So the first shrine was Magnesis, and this shrine was going pretty good until we get to the very end with this guy. I mean, I didn't have to kill him, but he was still a pain in the butt. And after I got this spirit orb, I was walking towards the bomb shrine, and then I found a friend, and after climbing for my life, I got some bombs, and this shrine was really easy. Then I got to the old man's house and got some food and a shield. Then I chopped down this tree. It's not dead, it's just sleeping happily, so it's fine. And after I climbed all the way up here, we can get to the stasis shrine, and there are no enemies in the shrine, thankfully. Sorta. I'm sorry, Rock. And after that shrine, I ate some food, and now I'm warm. And then I walked all the way to this shrine, and this shrine finally had an enemy, but it didn't do anything. Wow, this challenge is very easy so far. And now let's get our extra heart and talk to the old man once again to get the paraglider. Now let's get out of here and get to this town, and after talking to this person, we can finally start the quest of killing every single divine beast. Oh no, but DJ, the pacifist challenge. I mean, I was gonna kill them anyways. But the first divine beast that we're going to is the elephant. I'm way too lazy to learn their names. And when I was gliding down here, someone wanted to play hide and seek with me. He won. Then I got to this bridge and met this guy, and now we have to walk through a lot of enemies, and I don't even have a bow, and I was scared because I don't know where to find one. And oh, there's just a random bow here? Alright, I'll take it. But seriously, why is that here? That's so convenient. And after I talked to Sidon, this guy shows up for no reason. I looked back and he wasn't there. But thankfully, I could just run away. And now we are finally at the village and totally listened to some story stuff. And then I had to get some arrows with a very scary deer. And thankfully, I did not get spotted and got all of my arrows. And now we had to do some more story stuff that no one cares about. And now we're in. And when I was about to get this map, we have our very first roadblock of the challenge. This eyeball. This pathetic little piece of crap. But anyways, I was trying so hard to get into here, but nothing seemed to work. And after an hour of trying, of getting into this stupid gap, I finally realized that I had to kill this enemy and move on. And most of the terminals went on as normal, except this fire terminal, and I was trying to get on top of it so I can activate it, but then it just didn't work, so I had to kill another eyeball so the water can flow through here. And then I continued to the boss, and the actual boss itself, it was a lot harder than usual because it was really hard to find weapons that are not in chests or near enemy outposts. But I just used my most powerful weapons and tried to save as many arrows as I can, but eventually I beat the boss just like that. But now we are going to the bird divine beast because its champion ability might help us a lot during this challenge, and it took me quite a while to get there, like 15 minutes or something. And when I got there, I put on my warmest clothes. I totally didn't get this from a chest, shut up. And then we do some more boring story stuff by shooting these cannons. And when I got into the divine beast, there were no enemies in my way this time, thankfully. And I got this first terminal very easily, but then we have this terminal that I had to glide through a lot of goo, but it was a lot easier than I thought. And then I did this Magnesis shrine, and I took a shortcut with this shrine, and at least this way there are no spitting enemies in my way, which was nice. But the next shrine was blocked by a big wall of goo, and then I tried to glide to the wall, and this happened. Alright, I'll take that. And the last shrine was really easy. And this boss was really hard because I didn't have that many arrows. And it was even harder near the end because of this. So I waited for Windblight Ganon to go on the ground and I can try blocking as many lasers as I can. And after a little bit, I finally beat the boss. And now we have the most powerful champion ability for this challenge. So now let's fight the hardest divine beast of the game. And to do that, I need to save some money so I can get inside the city. And thankfully, I had enough to get my disguise. And after talking to this person, let's take over the Yiga clan and get the Thunder helmet back. And thankfully, I did not get spotted at all, and I beat this boss with ease. So now let's actually start getting into the divine beast, and then we go back to speak to this person again to begin yet another goddamn story sequence. And after these 4 things, we can finally get to the map and start the divine beast. And these first 3 shrines, they were all very easy, but these last 2 shrines were very hard because of this enemy that is blocking the entrance. And that's why I thought getting this champion ability was a good idea, so I could just skip obstacles like this. But that wasn't the only thing that was hard about the shrine, and this is where I start the last shrine with this orb. And normally you just have to shoot the eyeball and get to the other side like this. So what I did instead was I got up here with the orb, and then I got on top of the moving platform, and then I just dragged the orb to the other side. And I really wanted to kill this guardian so badly because he was a pain in the butt. Then I tried to get to the 4th shrine, but I don't think this shrine is possible without killing the eyeball. So that's exactly what I did. And now we have to get both of the orbs and put them on a pedestal. And then I completed this shrine, but somehow I'm now stuck, and then I put the guardians in jail. So then I died and started the boss. And this boss was definitely the hardest boss in this challenge. Okay, not in the challenge because, okay, whatever, you know what I mean. Because I needed to figure out on what weapons I should use and when to use them. So during the first phase, I used the spear, but during the second phase, I used the sword that I found. And after trying for like an hour, I definitely needed better weapons. And I found a spot that has everything that I ever need for this boss. And then I got back to see Thunderblight Ganon, and after a few more tries, I finally beat this boss after 3 hours total. And now we only have 1 more divine beast to take over, so let's do this. And then I did a little walking. When I got here, I needed a lot of gems to sell so I can get some fire elixir and armor. So I got to the stable and got some elixir, and then I followed the path to Goron City. And then after I got this armor, I can finally go save a scared Goron. And thankfully I dodged all of these enemy outposts in my way and went to the last cannon to free this guy. And then I had to save him again literally 2 seconds later. And sadly I had to kill these 2 enemies to save him. And then we got to the story part of the divine beast. But this time there are actual enemies in my way. I had to kill these 2 robots, and I had to try to dodge a bunch of moblins, but thankfully I got all 3 hits by only killing 2 enemies. And now we are finally in the divine beast, and I forgot a torch, which is very bad because I need it for this divine beast. But thankfully I can just use an arrow and light up the torches like this. And then I finally made it to the map. So now let's complete the divine beast. And the first 2 shrines were very easy, but then we have this shrine, and I needed a torch for this specific shrine because there was no place that I could get a blue flame. So I went back to the shrine of resurrection, got a torch, and then I went back, and then I got the shrine. But then we have this shrine, and what? Are you kidding me, dude? So there is no way to get the shrine without killing this eyeball, because of course I have to kill this eyeball. And with this last shrine, I had to kill yet another eyeball for the same reason. And after that, we can finally fight the divine beast. But thankfully, this divine beast was the easiest out of all of them, so that's cool, I guess. So now let's prepare for Ganon. So I teleported to Gerudo Town to get some arrows, and then I went to the Lost Woods to get the Master Sword. And after I got all that stuff, I got a little bit more weapons just in case, and a better bow. And now we are finally fighting Ganon. And this boss, of course, was very hard. I was swinging my Master Sword left and right like my life depended on it, because it did. But after a little bit, I finally beat Ganon, and then we get to the second phase, and then I used one last arrow, and then I did it. I beat Breath of the Wild as a pacifist, kinda. And this challenge was a lot harder than I thought, and I killed a total of 15 enemies, plus one rock, if you count that for some reason, which was a lot more than I expected. But hey, that answers my question. Alright, I'm gonna work on more stuff. Okay, bye.